测试一下。对。
Daniel, let's put them bills away. The guard is onto us. Oh, Daniel, let's put them bills away. The guard is onto us.
How? What happened?
Dan's shopkeep called me out. Brought the guards, but I gave him the slip.
Boss is gonna be mad.
Not so mad as if I'd got caught. Besides, we've got most everything we need for the job now anyway.
Best go tell him. I'll warn the others.
Old fellow, show some restraint. Old fellow, show some restraint. Citizens of Smithfield, the finest provider of beef, veal, and live bullocks of several varietals. The choice of all discerning restaurateurs. Recent storms and
Vice Admiral of the narrow seas, you bastard. Get your legs buttered and set yourself elsewhere. Get your legs.
Marky. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. Haven't had a spot of trouble since I stepped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep the distance. I believe we're really going to do this. We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings. Nah. Trouble to upset the apple cart. Some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Really?
I am no belligerent. Take no notice of me. Oh.
What's this? Thomas Hickey? Might be. What's it to you? Right. Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I'd best be rectifying that then. Get him!
You get away from that! That's my money! Look at all these toys!
Be still. You will do no more harm. You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about.
Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom.
Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then...
You are both under arrest!
Oh, well, we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a...
Quiet! What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
Course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to...
You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned.
I've read some of her works, remarkable indeed. It forces one to reconsider old preconceptions, listen to the modernists' new ideas.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even taught me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. It was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
At the old plow.
去睡觉。
John and Robert will both attend, so it would be the whole clan you could be present too.
Smells even worse than it looks.
I hear the wedding bells might soon be sounded, and now this. Now I haven't ventured.
Get up!
Where are we going?
John and Robert will both attend, so...
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
On Sundays. It is a most restful, satisfying pursuit.
Excellent leather work. He learned his craft from a Spaniard. I've read some of the works. Remarkable. It forces one to reconsider all preconceptions. Yes, I...
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it?
A little farm by the Salisbury Plains. Cold as anywhere when the wind
Do I
blows.
need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
Oh. 推三角，打爆你！
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
With a line of pots and pans.
Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Well, yes. I used to accompany the expeditions as a porter. There you go.
Now I have... Don't remind me. A pox on all who think bathing in winter is helpful. A pox on all who bathe in general.
Well, so they say, but when I chance...
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
It is a most restful, satisfying pursuit.
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I am an honest man.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
It forces one to reconsider old preconceptions, listen to the modernists' new ideas. Excellent leather. He learned his craft from a Spaniard. Did he? Well, we always knew he had the talent. Wonderful he found the gumption to go through.
Oh no, that would be vermilion. Similar in shade, but not so useful in application from what I hear. But I am no expert.
Well, so they say, but...
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator. Destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
They're a mite on the tardy side to ask it of us at this late juncture, though, aren't they?
You're serious, aren't you?
It forces one to reconsider old
Well, used to be.
Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. That loud Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
A fowling piece, is it? Well, I suppose there's plenty of quail in that part of the bush.
Yes, we did. Bar, Scarlatti, and Pergolesi. So rare to see anything these days. It's a miracle.
There's truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I saw that on my way through Hartford. Terrible fire. It's incredible any part of the old hall remains standing.
Ends his traps, guard dog.
All right, scoundrels, back in your cells!
But we also have a choir, supplemented by some of the garrison officers. You'd be astounded how sweet a mass we can belt out.
When I chanced upon the shop myself, it was not left when the cast off.
He's a muckworm.
At the old flower.
This key is useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Well, so they say, but when I chanced at the old flower.
Salisbury Plains, cold as anywhere when the wind blows on the land.
I think it has to do with the leader. The little one that eats the wood. We used to see that in the pine trees back home.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
We also have a choir, supplemented by some of the garrison officers.
Said I might not walk again. See here?
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Give him another one.
Yeah.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elect instead to commit new and more terrible crimes inside what should be a place of rehabilitation. You bide your time. Oh.
Need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Stop, you! Get back here, you deaf turd! No, you don't!
Couldn't be bothered to lift a finger yet. Like.
You! Stop there! Coward! Get back here! I wonder if he's... Give over. We'll see a thing.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Get away! He's licking it! Get back here!
about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what he gets you. A pine box, little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself...
去乳台干你娘！
offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go! Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw him with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future, too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who or how or... Why? Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, man! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearn for freedom but fear to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
And for the support of this declaration,
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Everything all right?
Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
哦，最讨厌这里了。
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Qual é o seu problema? Aquele cara tá maluco. Qual é o seu problema?
Pode entrar.
You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Now to find a ticket.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this tunnel.
Chame a segurança imediatamente que eu vi.
Hide! Hide!
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Segurança!
Alguém chama a segurança! Ei! Olha por onde anda.
我没看到。
Qual é o seu problema? Aquele cara tá maluco.
Alguém chama a segurança!
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. probably here too. You need to be careful. Target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Aquele cara
Fale com a gente imediatamente.
Great. We've set up a checkpoint.
Esther, go in. Don't let them see you. Stick close to the crowd and you should be okay. Or look for a way around it.
Ele está aqui! Ele está aqui! O homem dos cartazes! Qual é o seu problema?
Deixa-me ver.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Looks like I'm close. Shit. Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around.
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Esther, go in.
Se não me
Don't
deixar
let them
entrar,
see you.
vou perder emprego!
Verificar sua identidade.
Watch your back, they're on you.
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito! Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
Almost there, Dustin. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
Alguém chama a segurança!
Qual é o seu problema?
太久了吧？你是要看多久？ 受不了了。
Almost there, Dustin. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
Aquele cara tava por onde anda. Aquele cara tá maluco.
Use the catwalks to get across.
Alguém chama a segurança!
You should really get up on that catwalk before security shows.
Ei, problema! Olha por onde anda!
不是这里。下一个地方。
Aquele cara tá maluco.
过去的话只有这边，另外一边我猜是这边。过去哦，不会吧？
Aquele cara.
Alguém chama a segurança!
So.
Ei! Olha por onde anda!
É bem. 过不去。 刚才请问他，应该死在地方。
Alguém chama a segurança!
我想一下啊。 想一想，在哪边？刚才来过的。
Hurry, Desmond. He has witnessed the artifact push through. You can't let that happen.
Hey! Alguém chama a segurança! Get the fuck out of my way!
Aquele cara tá maluco.
不要打我！这全部打我一个吧？这手全部打我一个、啊，太扯了吧！说好的警片，说好的警卫无差别攻击呢？
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Alguém chama a segurança! Alguém chama a segurança!
Aquele cara tá maluco.
来走。
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
When we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would... not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not. If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not... do. A 6th, an 8th, a 10th, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time the city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
written in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000 more? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse. Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves, and know what was to come. First we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
就在绕圈圈，你妈的！怎么回事？真的。看着再爬一次楼梯。走那边。哎，我刚就是因为走另外一边，所以走不过去。然后左绕一圈。有个想法，我总觉得。出去吧。 要怎么过去呢？上面，我不知道怎么走。不行，一定要过去。 爬过去吗？不能爬。就是给这楼梯一定有什么意思。 搞到我了。水吗？给这东西干嘛？那就正常放也过去。又是不通的。 穿进去，给我穿，真的是。3层，痛啊！跑到最下面这个，这个哦。啊！
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation. I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. So now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell. Approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us. What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
好像不能马上破，要等到剧情破完才可以来。好吧，那就这样子，就先去破主线。
Look at that. I found a third power source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know, of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake. To maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor.
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
好远哦。先拿起嘛。 走廊跑。
Commander.
Connor.
Any word on Lee?
Not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Ah, Connor. What do you think of my work thus far?
The men are bolstered, focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not.
last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But...
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey. They sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in...
There was a wagon here, slowly weighed down as they loaded the supplies.
So you die!
Snow has obscured the tracks, but enough remains that we can still follow.
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Well played.
It was not wise to run.
But you won't!
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. Is where we normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find it there.
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
Let's not waste time with all this pointless banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's men. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
What about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.
We'll get extra for that. Aye, Church will be pleased and we'll be rich. I almost feel bad for the Yanks, shivering and starving out there. It's a hard way to go. All they need to do is raise the white flag. They should have done that a long time ago. All this fight serves no purpose. The Crown should win in the end. Wait for those guys to take them to
8点了啊！今天就差不多开到这边了，我要读书了。拜。